Captain America, Brave New World was, in my humble opinion, the best thing out of Marvel in a long time. It gets extra points for best use of a Hulk since Thor, Ragnarok. In some ways, I'm glad. Avengers, Endgame was a cinematic event the likes of which had never been seen before. The only way that was possible was by setting it up for just about a decade. After something like that, the Marvel Cinematic Universe needed a chance to breathe. It would be exhausting for every movie to try to live up to Endgame standards. We haven't had enough time for that. I think we're just starting to get to the point where it might make sense to start building towards that. This is the first movie since Endgame that feels like it could be turning that corner, looking forward to some new great event. If it is, it was a stumble step, but it's definitely recoverable. Sam Wilson is the new Captain America, but honestly he's a hybrid between the old Captain America and the old Iron Man, who were the two major leaders of the previous incarnation of the Avengers. That's one part of the stumble here. This movie very clearly tried to tie together Sam Wilson to the start of a new team of Avengers. Part of what made the Avengers so compelling as a group was the fact that Tony Stark and Steve Rogers were so different, and both so clearly leadership quality, and neither was formally more in charge than the other. Sam can't be both of them. He can't be both a disciplined military officer dedicated to the American government and a rich playboy openly opposed to government oversight. There's a little more to the stumble, though. We are just thrown into Sam's life without really getting a chance to get to know him. This is the first time that I really feel like watching a Marvel television show is necessary. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is where we get to know Sam, and there his counterpart is Bucky Barnes. The Winter Soldier, frankly, the whole series was so forgettable that I did, in fact, forget about it until I was starting to write this blog post. We need two things to recover from this stumble. First, we need to get to know Sam better as a person, as a leader, and as a hero. Second, we need a co-leader to step up and start to take on a role as a leader. Someone that the superhero community will look up to, respect, and follow. Sam will make an excellent Captain America with a little work, but we'll need an Iron Man to counter him. Since Sam is the technological hero, it makes sense to switch that and have the other be a biological hero. It can't be someone who leads their own team. This means that Hulk, Doctor Strange, and any other previous Avengers are probably not good choices. Ms. Marvel already has a team to lead, and Shuri has a country to run. I think it might be interesting if President Ross is able to gain control of the Red Hulk, and the two of them became the leaders of the new Avengers together. They don't get along in the MCU, but Tony Stark and Steve Rogers didn't always see eye to eye either. Having the next version of the Avengers begin with a civil war, instead of being torn apart by one, might be an interesting symmetry. What do you think? Are there any heroes you think would make a good counterpart to Sam?